Good morning. It is 8:29 a.m. on Saturday, October 20th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, I've got big news, but it's not 100% final yet. So, I'm not sure I should get into too many specifics. But I guess what I'll say is there's a very good chance that my day job is going to take me on a project overseas for, a while. We're talking, perhaps a period of months where I might be coming back and forth a little bit, but I would be spending a significant amount of time over there in this location yet to be officially announced. Um, I and so it's something that was kind of out there in the ether, like it was all very far away and hypothetical until it wasn't, and now it's very close to not being hypothetical at all. So all of a sudden, and this is something that would be happening relatively quickly, as in like next week, not like would be traveling, I think, not this weekend, but next weekend. So that is exciting. Also, kind of very disruptive to a lot of things I have planned. So I'm still trying to figure out all of that. I'm also still trying to figure out where I put my stupid passport. So that's annoying. I haven't needed it in a few years, and I've moved since then. So, uh, I was joking on Twitter yesterday about the surest way to make absolutely certain that you can't find something when you need it is to put it somewhere special where you won't lose it. I have checked the likely locations already and didn't find it. Although I found the old canceled one from when I renewed it, so that's helpful. Not. Um, so, I don't know. That's going to be annoying and probably will make some of the intervening time between now and travel a little bit extra stressful, having to arrange for that, but I'm telling myself, take a breath. It'll work out. However it works out, it'll be all right. This is not a problem. It is just a task that needs to be completed. But of course, it's a task that requires me to spend a lot of time and effort on that instead of doing other things. So that's frustrating. But I guess what I'm talking about is just not letting my brain spin off into panic territory, because this is not something that nobody can do anything about. It's like, well, if I lost my passport, I need to get another one. And that's, inconvenient, but that's all. So, we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, that's a lot of what I'm focused on right at the moment. And so, obviously, this is likely to have a very substantial impact on my plans for Extra Life. Excuse me, a little bit. Frog in my throat this morning, a little bit. Which probably means that it's at least my original plan to run 24 hours of D&D on that weekend is pretty much just off. I don't think I'll be able to do that. I'm not officially canceling it until the trip is official, but that's probably what's going to happen. So I guess, a few people had pledged already, and so I'll figure out how to make sure none of them feel like, it's unfair or anything. But I suspect, it's for charity. I would hope that nobody would be too mad anyway. But I'll figure out something to try to do in place of the original plan. But other things have to change too, right? Like, I mean, I'd been making some forays towards looking to get a new dog. I mean, obviously that needs to be put on hold, and I suppose it's just as well in retrospect that I had not managed to make progress on that yet, because then I wouldn't be able to do this project, which is actually a good opportunity from a day job career perspective. So like really the only thing about this that is like bad in any way is just that it disrupts a lot of other things that I had planned. So I have to change those plans, but none of them are really that difficult to change. It's more just a matter of like, oh, well, I thought I was going to be doing these things. Looks like I will figure something else out instead. But at the same time, like, I'm excited, but also I think a little bit having to remind myself not to panic about all the things that need to happen in between. But the upside of all of this is that the actual, like, once all of these logistical things get worked out, like either find my old passport or I arrange to get the new one, I get packed, I get the various appointments and classes and so on canceled and or rescheduled. Once all of that is set, I think this is going to be a really exciting project. And so that's where I'm at right now. I think we're going to try to go ahead and finish Cursive Strahd today, because there won't be another opportunity probably for a while. And so that's exciting too. Although I think we're going to be missing someone because the schedule was jumping around, so they made other plans. Yeah, so that's where I'm at. I'll go ahead and leave it there for today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow for 5 more minutes.